All right, so good morning, everyone. I just want to say thank you to all the elected officials for being with us here today. I'm going to start from my far left. We have Assemblyman Jose Rivera with us today. Assemblyman Marco Crespo who's here with us today. The sponsoring Assemblywoman Carmen Arroyo who's with us here today. We have the Chairman of the Democratic Party, Carl Heastie. We have Assemblyman Mike Benedetto. We have a councilman, the council speaker, or the president of Yonkers, but he's here wearing the hat as on the board of the Bronx Parking Garage, Chuck Lesnick, who's with us here today, the president of BOEDC, Marlene Zidron, and we've just been joined by the district manager of Community Board 4. The reason why we're here today is an exciting day. This is a pretty good news that we have for everyone here today. We know that the potential development of a new hotel begins with the initial we've seen that there's been too much development here of garages at Yankee Stadium. And I welcome everyone today to witness the beginning of what could be a historic new development for the Bronx County as a whole. That's why we have so many elected officials, not just the elected officials in this area. For too long, our borough has lacked a first-class hotel. We have many great attractions in our borough, from the zoo, to the garden, to Arthur Avenue, to City Island, to Yankee Stadium, which is just up the street. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, just last week, we saw the Big Four of heavy metal perform, and I was at the stadium. We had Anthrax, Slayer, Megadeth, and Metallica that performed here. The concert, yeah, Megadeth, I know you're a big fan. Yeah, you missed it. This concert, just like the Jay-Z and Eminem concert, just like the Paul McCartney concert, just like the Cotto fight, brought individuals from not only throughout the Bronx and throughout the city, but throughout the country. In fact, this concert with the Big Four brought folks from as far away as Ecuador, Colombia, and Europe. And yet, those concert goers were not able to stay and enjoy our borough. What we continue to see is folks who come in and unfortunately they leave, or they stay in Manhattan, they stay in Westchester, and they're not able to enjoy our great amenities here. I'm here to announce that the Bronx Parking Development Corporation, which is represented by Chuck Lesnick, and operates these garages, especially the one behind us, has charged the Bronx Overall Economic Development Corporation with seeking out potential developers for hotels at this garage site. There's a request for interest that is being announced, and it's right here. We have a request for interest which meets certain requirements of this proposal. This would include LEED certification of a hotel, a conference center, at least one high-end penthouse level restaurant, a concierge or condo level for long-term stays, and retail component. The developer is also asked to consider the inclusion of a Latino Baseball Hall of Fame. That's what we want, a Latino Baseball Hall of Fame as part of the project. Ladies and gentlemen, I always say that this is God's country, and we all know we have a great deal to offer here in business, in tourism, in all walks of life. A first-class hotel will help us showcase what we have to the entire world by allowing people to spend more time seeing all that we have to offer. I made a new first-class hotel as top priority in my State of the Borough address. When you look at the Bronx and when you look at how is it that we can create jobs, this world-class hotel here will not only create construction jobs in the building of the hotel, I believe it will create hundreds of permanent jobs at the hotel site. But think about what it would mean to the Bronx economy. Think about what it would mean for tourism here. Think about what it would mean when folks can come in and watch a Yankee game one day, stay an extra night, and then go to Arthur Avenue, then go to the Botanical Garden, go to the Bronx Zoo, perhaps enjoy one of our 3 public golf courses. Maybe go to the beach, Orchard Beach during the summertime. Go to Wave Hill, the Bronx Museum of Art. There's so much that we have here. The Children's Museum that hopefully will be up soon and running. Our tennis courts, all of the different parks. Heritage Field is about to open up. Mill Pond Park. the tennis courts. I believe that this is a wonderful historic opportunity for us. This is a thought and idea that's been kicked around for more than 3 decades. Individuals who are here today, all of the elected officials, have supported this idea, not just since I've mentioned it, but since it's been kicked around since the 70s and the 80s. We're the only county without it. And so what we're here to announce today is that we believe in our conversations with developers, we believe that there are many, many developers, that there are many operators who are interested. And so in this announcement, working with the City of New York, working with EDC, working with the Bronx Parking Garage, working with the Parks Department, working with BOEDC and the elected officials, we are here to announce that the request for interest is finally here. I believe that we need folks to answer this by the middle part of next month. By November. And so without further ado, what I would like to do before I bring up the elected officials is have you hear from the president of the Bronx Overall Economic Development Corporation, which has been in charge, placed in the authority by the Bronx Parking Garage to seek out this interest, none other than my good friend, the president of the BOEDC, Marlene C. Bloom.
Good morning. A year and a half ago when I was first appointed to this task, the number one job that Bronx Borough President Diaz Jr. asked me to do was to get a hotel in the Bronx. I am pleased that in this period of time we were able to work with the City of New York, the Parks Department, BPDC, and Bronx Parking to repurpose this building that's right behind us. This is an underutilized piece of property. It is not needed in this community. What is needed in the entire Bronx is the first full-service hotel. We understand that with the placement of a full-service hotel, we will not only enhance tourism as indicated, but just as importantly, we have an opportunity to begin an urban renewal in this area. So I foresee not just the hotel coming up, but I foresee a lot more interest by developers and businessmen to understand finally that the Bronx is open for business. I'm delighted, and I look forward to continuing to work with Bronx Parking Development Corp on not only this property, but also possibly other properties, so that we can bring in additional businesses, bring in additional housing, so that this is a borough that welcomes all. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Marlene.